Okay. Turn your head to your left a little bit. Up. Towards the light.
Hey YouTube, so you bought this here Holly Springs fan by Hampton Bay. You might be stuck at an installation point, you're looking for some guidance. We're here to do just that. We're going to unpack this fan and install it from beginning to end and cover every step in between. So if you like this video, click the like or subscribe button down below. Also, if you want to fast forward to the certain step that you're stuck at, you can use the links down below and that'll take you right to that spot instead of watching this whole complete video. Hope this video helps, and again, click like and subscribe. That'll help other people find it too. So here we go. This fan is easy to install with quick fit installation features like a slide-on mounting bracket, AccuArm blade arms with captive screws, and quick fit blades. The fan includes 9.5 watt LED bulbs, which are comparable to 60 watt incandescent bulbs. The fan is an indoor fan, and it's dual mount, meaning that it can be hung from a flat ceiling or on an angled ceiling with an extension downrod. Now, one note before we get started, you want to make sure that the electricity is turned off at the breaker box and at the wall switch before starting. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please consult with a licensed electrician. And one other note, if you're replacing a light fixture in your house, chances are you might have to replace the outlet box. If you're installing this fan in replacement of an existing ceiling fan, chances are the outlet box is okay. Whatever the case is, you want to make sure that the outlet box is marked on the inside, acceptable for fan support. So as you can see here, we've already unpacked the fan. Now we're just going to look at the manual and make sure that we have all the parts before beginning, and that way we don't get stuck along the way. So first off, we have the mounting bracket. The mounting bracket comes pre-assembled inside the canopy with the canopy ring. We'll show you in the first step how to remove the mounting bracket to get started. Then we have the downrod. We have the fan motor itself. We have the light kit. Now note about the light kit, you'll see this tag here. This is saying that this plug must be connected to the fan or else the fan won't run. So if you like to install the fan and get it wired up and test it before finishing the installation, just remember that the fan won't run unless this light kit is plugged in at the bottom of the motor. Next up we have 5 blade arms. These have the captive screws. You have 5 quick install blades. These are reversible. One side is espresso, the other side is weathered walnut. We have the glass light bulb. We have 3 LED bulbs. And we have a hardware pack. The hardware pack includes the pull chain extensions, the plastic wire nuts, and the cotter pin for the fan motor. Now a couple tools we're going to need. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver. You're also going to need a small Phillips screwdriver. Some wire cutters and strippers. And if you're going to install this fan without the light kit, you'll need a set of pliers or a small wrench. You also need some electrical tape, and of course a ladder. And one last thing we like to use is a voltage tester, just to hit up against the wires to make sure that the wires aren't live before beginning. Alright, so we have everything. We're ready to begin. The mounting bracket comes pre-assembled inside the canopy with the canopy ring attached. To remove the bracket, you'll first need to twist the canopy ring counterclockwise to expose the 2 screws on the bottom of the canopy. Then, use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws on the bottom of the canopy. There's a locking post on the bottom of the mounting bracket that inserts into a hole in the bottom of the canopy. You'll need to loosen the screws enough to allow that post to come out of that hole and remove the mounting bracket. Once those 2 screws are loosened, simply twist the mounting bracket to remove it from the canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. To install the mounting bracket, you'll align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box, and then just slide it into place. To install the mounting bracket, first loosen the 2 screws located in the outlet box. Then, feed the house supply lines through the top hole of the mounting bracket. Next, align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box, and slide it into place. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both screws of the outlet box to secure the mounting bracket to the ceiling. Before routing the wires, you'll need to loosen but not remove the 2 set screws located on the motor collar. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen, but do not remove these 2 screws. Next, you'll remove the rubber band holding the wires together and gently stretch them out. Once the wires are stretched out, it's a good idea to twist the ends together to make it easy to insert and route the wires through the downrod. Next, route the wires through the canopy ring, making sure that the black molded side is facing towards the ceiling. Then, gently pull the green ground cable from the inside of the ball and downrod assembly. Next, place the downrod through the canopy so that the downrod exits the smallest side of the canopy, and insert the wires through the downrod so that they exit through the ball portion of the ball and downrod assembly. Gently pull these wires through until the downrod is near the motor collar. There are 2 holes in the downrod that align with the 2 holes in the motor collar. Gently insert the downrod into the motor collar, aligning these holes. Then, use the hanger pin included in the hardware pack and insert the hanger pin through the holes of the motor collar and then gently through the downrod, making sure not to jam the wires inside the downrod. Insert the hanger pin all the way through so that it exits the opposite side of the motor collar. Then use the locking pin included in the hardware pack and place the locking pin into the end of the hanger pin to secure it. Once the hanger pin is set, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both of the set screws in the motor collar. If you're installing this fan with the included downrod, it's a good idea to trim the wires. To do so, measure about a foot from the top of the ball and downrod assembly, and then use a pair of wire cutters to cut the wires. Then, strip about 3/4 of an inch of insulation from each wire. Once the wires are stripped, twist the ends of each wire to make sure that there are no loose strands. Now the fan is ready to be hung. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the tab in the mounting bracket that will align with the slot in the ball and downrod assembly. When hanging the fan, it's important that the slot of the ball and downrod assembly locks into place on that tab in the mounting bracket. You'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket, making sure that the slot is engaged on that tab to lock it in place. You may need to rotate the fan assembly once it's hung, and then you'll feel the fan drop into position once the tab is engaged. To hang the fan, lift the entire assembly towards the ceiling, noting the location of the slot in the ball with the tab in the mounting bracket. Insert the ball into the opening of the mounting bracket. Once the ball is in, allow the fan to hang, seated in the mounting bracket. Rotate the fan if necessary to engage the slot of the ball and downrod assembly with the tab in the mounting bracket. You'll feel the fan drop in place once that slot is engaged. Begin wiring the fan by taking the green ground cable from the mounting bracket and the green ground cable from the ball and downrod assembly and twisting those 2 wires together. Then, twist those 2 wires together with the bare copper or ground wire from the house supply lines. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the fan and twist that wire together with the white wire or neutral wire from the house supply lines. Once twisted together, secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Then, take the black wire from the fan and the blue wire from the fan and twist those 2 wires together. Finally, take those 2 wires and twist them together with the black or hot wire from the house supply lines. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all the wire connections have been made, gently tuck the wires back up into the mounting bracket and outlet box to make room for the canopy to attach. To attach the canopy,
you'll align the keyhole slots at the bottom of the canopy with the 2 screws in the bottom of the mounting bracket that were loosened at the beginning of the installation. Lift the canopy towards the ceiling so that those screws come through the keyhole slots, and then twist the canopy to hold it in place. Next, lift the canopy all the way towards the ceiling, making sure that the locking post in the bottom of the mounting bracket comes through one of the holes in the bottom of the canopy. Then, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten the 2 screws at the bottom of the mounting bracket. If necessary, you can tilt the fan motor assembly for easier access to the screws. To attach the canopy ring, note the 2 slots on either side of the canopy ring that will align with the 2 screws in the bottom of the canopy. Lift the canopy ring up to the canopy and twist to engage those slots and lock it in place. There's a notched cutout in the black bracket at the bottom of the motor housing. This is to allow for easy screwdriver access when attaching the blade arms. Before attaching the blade arms, you'll first need to remove the 3 rubber motor stops that hold the motor still during shipment. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and discard these 3 rubber motor stops. This fan features AccuArm blade arms for easy installation. The alignment post of the blade arm will align with the long slot hole in the bottom of the motor. Simply insert the alignment post into that long slot hole, and the 2 screws will automatically align with the smaller holes in the bottom of the motor. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten those 2 screws. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blade arms. Once all of the blade arms are installed, it's a good idea to go back and make sure that each screw is completely tight. This fan also features quick install blades for easy installation. The blade arm features a locking mechanism that holds the fan blade in place once it's set. To install the blades, you'll align the 3 keyhole slots in the blades with the 3 rubber grommets in the blade arm, and then pull away from the fan to lock it in place. The fan blades are reversible, so choose the finish that you want and make sure that that side is pointing towards the ground. Then, align the 3 keyhole slots of the blades with the 3 rubber grommets in the blade arms, and then gently pull the fan blade away from the fan until you hear the spring clip mechanism lock it in place. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. Before installing the light kit, you'll first need to remove and save the 3 screws located in the black bracket at the bottom of the fan. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save these 3 screws. Next, align the arrows from the 9-pin molded adapter plugs on the fan and the light kit and plug those together. Gently tuck the wires into the light kit and align the 3 holes at the top of the light kit with the 3 holes in the black bracket at the bottom of the motor. Then, use the Phillips head screwdriver and the 3 screws that were removed and saved to attach the light kit to the fan. Install the 3 LED bulbs by placing them into the sockets and screwing them in until they're tight. Before attaching the bowl, you'll need to remove the finial and the bowl cap from the threaded post of the light kit. Simply unscrew the finial and the bowl cap will come off as well. Next, feed the fan's pull chain through the slot of the white disc at the bottom of the light kit. When installing the glass bowl, it's important to note that the hole of the glass bowl will align with the white disc at the bottom of the light kit and will sit flush when properly installed. Once the bowl is seated properly, feed the pull chains through the bowl cap. The fan speed control pull chain will go through the side hole of the bowl cap, and the light kit pull chain will go through the center hole of the bowl cap. Place the bowl cap over the threaded post of the light kit. Then, feed the light control pull chain through the center hole of the finial, and screw the finial onto the threaded post. Make sure to only hand tighten this finial. Do not use any tools, as over-tightening could crack the bowl. Attach the fan's pull chain extensions by placing the end of the pull chain into the easy clip connector and pulling to snap it in place. Repeat this for the remaining pull chain. If you want to install this fan without the light kit, you'll need to remove the switch cup from the light kit. The switch cup is attached to the light kit using a hex nut. You'll also need to disconnect the two light wires inside the switch cup. There's a white wire and a blue wire. Simply pull the plugs apart to disconnect. Once those wires are disconnected, you'll need to use a set of pliers or a small wrench to loosen and remove the hex nut holding the switch cup onto the light kit. Once that nut is completely loose, remove it by pulling it up and over the light kit wires. Then, unscrew the switch cup from the light kit by twisting it counterclockwise. Once the switch cup is unscrewed from the threaded post of the light kit, gently pull the light kit wires out of the switch cup. Next, take the plastic plug that was included in the hardware pack and insert it into the center hole of the switch cup and press in with your thumb. Before installing the switch cup, you'll need to first remove and save the 3 screws located in the black bracket at the bottom of the fan. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save these 3 screws. Then, connect the switch cup to the fan by aligning the red arrows on the 9-pin molded adapter plugs and locking them together. Gently tuck the wires into the switch cup and align the 3 holes of the switch cup with the 3 holes of the black bracket at the bottom of the motor. Use a Phillips head screwdriver and the 3 screws that were removed and saved to attach the switch cup to the fan. The fan is controlled by the pull chains. Pull the light pull chain once to turn the light on. Pull the fan pull chain once to turn the fan on high speed, twice for medium speed, and 3 times for low speed. Pull again to turn the fan off. To turn the light off, simply pull the light pull chain again. This fan features a 3-speed reversible motor for year-round comfort and savings. To change the direction of the fan, simply place the reverse switch in the opposite position. For downward airflow during the hotter months, the switch should be in the left position. To draw warm air from the ceiling during the cooler months, place the switch in the right position. The switch is located right above the light kit if the light kit is installed. Make sure the fan is off and not moving before setting the reverse switch. Congratulations! Your ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to sit back, relax with a nice tall beverage, and enjoy your brand new ceiling fan. If you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe down below. That'll help other people find the video too. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.